we are getting the practice that we need. We're looking to go into practice sessions to get used to the lights again, because not playing under lights for some time and to go straight back into it will take some adaptation that we need to get going. And yeah, training wise, we're looking to commence very soon, but we are practicing. We are getting practice from the games we're playing.
Really nice.
Yeah.
In that conversation, you made mention of a factor that can always play against you in terms of the lighting and all that sort of thing.
Yeah. This year's tournament, from previous meetings, I feel they will have some day games, but majority, all the excitement comes from the night. That's when you get the crowd going. That's when people is out of work. So this year's tournament, I think they have 3 venues secured. So they're looking at the Mindo Philip Park, we're looking at the Grosile playing field, and the Viewfort at the Philip Massey grounds. The Philip Massey grounds will only be day games so far. So yeah.
Interestingly, um, mentally, it is a sport that takes it all. We're not looking at the physical aspect, but mentally, persons have to be prepared, and you have to ensure that all your players bring in their A game. Um, what is being done behind the scenes to prepare for persons mentally?
One of the most important things behind the scene is keeping the team unified, keeping the energy in the camp upright, because having some players that are not used to the team, some new players, you have to make everybody feel comfortable. You have to make everybody feel united, and we need to move into the tournament as a one unit and build momentum and energy off the field. So with a lot of, we're looking to do some activities that will help bond the team, get the, like, basically breaking the ice, getting the guys vibing again, because going into the tournament with excitement and energy is very important. Feeding off each other's energy is also important. So it's just a matter of building that momentum, reminding the guys of their role, the importance to the team, what they're capable of. Keep reminding each and every one of them of that, because it's semi-professional. You have to keep it that way and better it, make it into professional. So yeah.
With the various teams that we've seen, your strongest competitors, who would you say? Because we saw City Blasters really coming up with a lot of energies, and the likes of Craft Masters as well.
I mean, all of the teams could put up a challenge. It's just on the day, and it's important to study each and every team based on who you're playing. So for the previous tournaments, just off history, you'll say Craft Masters, City Blasters, South Cashville Lions, Mon Repo also. So we have some good competitive teams. It should be an exciting tournament. Also, the tournament this year is longer. I feel we have 30 odd games. So yeah, it gives everybody a fair chance to make it through. So everybody will be playing everybody, and then we move into the business end of the tournament.
How excited are you?
I'm at SimCam right now, but I'm always excited. The closer and closer you get to it, then the excitement builds. It's just a matter of preparing now and envisioning what you want to do. And as you get closer to the tournament, you try to execute it. So I am excited about it.
At this time, let's say good morning to Sheldon Lionel. Thank you so much for that. With anything else, tension builds, nerve builds. Sometimes persons, as much as you're a good player, when it comes to match day on the field itself, you find sometimes you may not put out the best performance, whatnot, and you tend to let down your team. But sometimes it's not even really your fault as well. So, it's just something that's just, the odds are just, not for you at that given time.
What I would say in regards to that is how fast you could bounce back and not let that get to you. Sorry, because these things, we're human beings. You're going to make mistakes on the field, off the field. It's just a matter of being disciplined and being professional enough to correct yourself as soon as possible and not linger too much on that. Because the more you do that, you could probably just drag the team down the drain with you. So it's just a matter of the leaders on the team, the senior players on the team to keep motivating and keep cheering each other as you move along.
Definitely. And I'm sure at this very moment, they might be listening to you, wishing, the encouragement and supporters. I know you have the fans as well, too, and also that time to let them know definitely it is not something you want to miss out on. SPL 2025.
I mean, the support from the community is always a good thing, and it goes a long way more than you would think. So we were just asking for the full support. Game time, we were expecting people to be in the crowd in the stands. I mean, the last tournament we made it to the finals. We had a few people, but obviously this year we were expecting more. When we make it all the way through to the finals, so we're expecting coasters going up. We're expecting cheerleaders. We're expecting maximum support from the community because we do need it.
Definitely. And even that, I want to maybe just touch a little on in terms of, we're so close to bringing that home. I mean, our neighbors. So
Yeah, it was anybody who was there would have seen how tense the game was, how emotional the guys got, how all the reactions. I mean, that's the passion that goes into playing the game, playing the sport, and wanting to be victorious. Because at the end of the day, everybody wants to win, but it's just the best on the day will win. And yeah,
it will be victorious. I mean, I manifest that SRDF Surface Numbers 2025.
yeah.
Taking that street.
I mean, that's the goal. That's always the intention moving into a new tournament. So yeah.
Something else we need to consider as well. How do you navigate in terms of our unpredictable weather? I know sometimes it's difficult for the guys to play, with the smash grounds as well.
Yeah, that's out of reach for us as players. We just have to let the organizers handle that. Let go by the rules they laid out for the tournament. If the games rain out, then there are certain ways they would manage it or try to make it as fair for both teams when it comes to if the game has already proceeded or is in play, then they have different methods to do the calculation. Duckford Lewis method to finalize getting a result from the game. But as for the weather and stuff, so there's not much we could do. We just go around that and try to make it work in our favor.
Definitely, and always put your best foot
Forward.
forward. Overall discussion in terms of you as a captain, the day-to-day struggles you've had to navigate. It's not always the easiest responsibility when your team 100% relies on you.
One of the main things for me when it comes to captaining and leading the team is always being open and sharing with the team to get feedback from them. That lessens the amount of stress and the amount of pressure you feel as a person leading, just so you could make sure everybody's comfortable with the decisions that have been made. Because at the end of the day, it's not about me, but it's mainly about the team. And there's always that one goal is to win and play the best cricket. So that's one way I go about it: be open and give everybody a fair chance to air their voice, contribute to what decision needs to be done, and I take it from there.
A little on in terms of sports on a whole. Do you think it really paves the way to instill discipline in young persons, not just players, but individuals?
I mean, yes, and not only speaking when it comes to cricket, but any sport in general that you find you good at and you lock in, it requires a lot of time. It requires a lot of repetition, practicing. So that once you're able to lock in and zone in to do what you have to do, it will instill something in you. You would gain some discipline from that. You would gain some focus because you need to really project your energy towards that one specific thing and build some character in you that will help you not only with sports but with some life decisions also.
Definitely, I agree with you, not just instilling discipline, but helping you to shape you into the modest citizen you are to become. Um,
Yeah.
let's speak to the training grounds. I mean, training basically takes place right here in Soufriere. I know in the past you would have extended for the season train in Choiseul as well.
I mean, right now it's well. Ever since the transition of the field, it's been difficult for us. We did have a netting facility to the side of the field. Unfortunately, that's down right now. due to weather. Again, we have no control over it, so the
Yes.
wind basically blew it down. We were looking to most likely go out of Soufriere to get some training done, get some. We can train on the field, but there is very little we could do. So whatever we could do at the Soufriere playing field, we're going to do it. Use the lights to get used to nighttime play, and we could extend to other facilities to get some decent training going.
Definitely. A little about your business. We also know you're a business owner. Has it been difficult to really try to, in terms of your scheduling, match days and running my business? How do you coordinate?
It's difficult. It's for me. It's more about knowing, having my fixtures, knowing what I have planned, and try to work around it. But it's very difficult, especially having to play in the night and having to probably travel from Grocery down to Soufriere. You getting home 1 a.m. and have to be back up in the morning to grind again. So it's tedious, but I always remember myself it's only for a period of time, and then things might get back to normal after the tournament is over. So for that period of time, you just adapt and basically do what I have to do.
And it's going to be rewarding. Sweet victory.
Definitely.
Um, Mr. Lionel asked, what's a netting facility?
Oh, a net. Well, basically, it's like you have practice pitches, but it's not on the field. It's basically there's a specific area for it where you have different strips. So you could have a concrete strip, you could have land clay strip, but you have nets separating the sections that will allow multiple players to use it at once. So we do have one in Super, but right now, like I say, it's down. Yeah.
Thank you for that clarification. We know SRDF is working tirelessly for this execution. And again, kudos to them. We want to encourage everyone to really come out and support on the 11th. That is, we're reaching out to the team members as well. Um, Continue, the good work. Being steadfast, and there's always support. There's community support as well, not just on an organizational front, but there is also community. And we know you guys, so I mean, family isn't necessarily blood related, but
Hmm.
you have a family in Soufriere, the SRDF as well, and the community as a whole.
Definitely. So the tournament will commence on the 11th. But as time goes by, we're going to basically put the information out there
Yes.
as to when we have games. So we're not sure who's going to be playing the first game as yet.
I
So,
was about to ask
yeah, yeah.
because I heard it's Stumpers and Craft.
Oh, but I don't know, but we have to
Just
be ready
checking.
for that. Yeah, but I think we do have I don't know if I could say that the drive coming through, the drive and meet and greet where the
Yes,
community will meet the players and stuff. So
the
so
organization as we
when
speak,
the date is
and the
finalized, I
community
guess,
plays
yeah,
involved. So
we could speak about that to
we're
get the
ready.
engagement from the community. Yeah.
It happens. Um, Almost our time. Your encouragement, appeal, and keeping you grounded. What really works for you? I mean, what quote? What you know?
For me, okay, I just want to encourage the community to stay tuned to get the relevant information when it comes to the tournament, so you could support as much as you can, show up for the boys as much as you can, for the players, basically make that sacrifice you need to do to ensure you get training time, so you could be fully prepared for the upcoming tournament. It's important.
Definitely look like Lionel will not be missing out any of those games. He is interested in knowing how many teams are partaking.
I think it's eight teams. I'll have to double check. Can I do that now?
Yes, you can. Okay, Lionel, that information will be shared with you shortly. In the meantime, we want to say good morning to all those of you just joining us here inside our Thursday's edition of House Guest, Mr. Shanii Mesmain. Just spilling a little of the beans for what is expected for SPL 2025. In the meantime, we want to make an appeal to the public. Do come out and support. Transportation will definitely be made available to you, and everything will be posted on social media to keep you updated.
Okay, so I have it. So SPL this year we have South Cash Reliance, we have Mikud Eagles, we have Soufriere Stumpers, we have Grozilianites, we have Babono Leatherback, Schwarz Aircraft Masters, City Blasters, and Monrepo Pioneers. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 teams. Yeah.
Let's reach out to Classic G, who did answer actually, but I'm still giving you that opportunity to
That's our market player right there.
Yes, to get the information out there. How would you like to exit this discussion? Your final recommendations?
Let's just rally around the boys. Let's encourage the boys to do what they have to do and show up when it's time to, so we could give a good representation of Soufriere at this upcoming tournament.
Nice. Your quote.
Stay hungry, go hard.
That's it. They didn't hear you.
I said stay hungry, go hard.
Okay. 88.5 Soufriere FM. You've heard it all from SRDF Soufriere Stumpers captain Shanii Mesmain. It's a pleasure to have you here once again this early morning. I know it can be a bit tedious for you, but nonetheless, you're here in the flesh, and I appreciate that very, very much. I'm looking forward to more discourse with you on this platform. With that, I say thank you immensely. Have yourself a productive one, and way to go, Soufriere Stumpers.
Thank you, appreciate it. No, we go closer to the tournament. You'll feel the hype, you'll feel the vibe.
You have to start building that hype. You let people feel it.
Yeah, it's coming.
Soufriere people love their games. It's all about the hype.
Yeah.
Yes. But on that note, again, I say thank you to you as well. Have yourself a productive day.
Thank you.
Are you hosting an event? Want to capture the crowd? Whatever it is, make 88.5 Soufriere FM your choice for advertising.